Sports, 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 sports.
Hey there, sports fans. Welcome to Sportsball, part of the SPDM Crew Podcasting Network. We talk about sports-related topics, but we focus on you, the fan, and what you like, whether it's a sport, team, event, athlete, or sports-related news. This week, I am talking about the NBA offseason as Summer League is just getting started, but it's also trade season. It's also free agency season. It's just the craziness of the NBA offseason. We'll talk a little bit more about the Western Conference another time because it is stacked. But I want to talk about the Eastern Conference and who are some of the true contenders this year in the Eastern Conference because there have been a number of teams that have taken a step back, particularly the Pacers and the Indiana Pacers, the Eastern Conference champs this year, and the Boston Celtics, who have their teams. They're among some of the best players on their team suffer catastrophic injuries. So both teams are clearly pivoting right now because the Boston Celtics have traded away a lot of individuals who are, causing their salary cap to bubble out of control. So the Celtics got rid of Kristofer Porzingis. They got rid of Drew Holiday. They let a couple people walk who otherwise they probably would have signed in the past. But it's a new time in Boston because there are a large number of individuals. It's a new time in Boston because they have new ownership. And it's just going to be one of those things where it's going to be different. So if I'm taking a look at the Eastern Conference, some teams that I think are probably going to be right about where they're at this time next year. Looking at the Washington Wizards and Charlotte Hornets, both those teams, they don't have a whole lot of talent and they've acquired a lot of new talent that needs to gel together. I think the Brooklyn Nets are probably going to be pretty far down this list as well because they don't have a guy right now and they're just waiting to see if any of their draft picks actually, stacks up. And then another team that I would put on this list, the Chicago Bulls, because I don't know what they're doing right now. It's as a Bulls fan, it's frustrating, but I just don't understand the direction that they're going in. Still haven't signed Josh Giddey. Don't know if they're going to sign Josh Giddey. Just traded Lonzo Ball for Isaac Okoro straight up. That's it. So I get it. Lonzo Ball was a cute story, but I don't think he's good. He was going to be part of the team's future. We still have Patrick Williams on the team, and none of these draft picks have panned out for our front office. Minus last year's pick, Buzelis feels like he's going to be a decent player. Probably at the very top of this, I don't see a whole lot going on for them right now. The Toronto Raptors, I don't see a whole lot of good coming out of anything that they're doing right now. So the Toronto Raptors are pretty high on that list as well. So we're now approaching play-in territory, and this is probably where I have teams like the Pacers and probably the Celtics right now because Jaylen Brown is going to have a chance to prove whether or not he's actually, solo guy material. So I have them probably in the upper tier of that. Followed closely by the Miami Heat. I don't understand what the Heat are doing right now. I just don't. Yeah, kind of similar to what Chicago is doing right now. I think Pat Riley is kind of just stuck in this old school mentality. So yeah, I don't understand what Miami's doing. And then around that list, I think the Philadelphia 76ers are probably in play-in territory right now because they haven't done a whole lot to improve their roster. They've lost a couple people, and Paul George is just another year older. Tyrese Maxey just feels like he's frustrated, and Joel Embiid, I'm never going to trust the guy is going to play an entire season. So those are your play-in teams, and then that just leaves your top six teams in the East. Which right now, if I'm ranking the top six teams in the East, I'm probably putting Detroit at number six. I'm probably putting Atlanta at number five. Really like what Atlanta has done in the offseason. So I'm really excited to see how that's going to gel. This is all going to be very dependent on if Trey Young can play ball as also is going to be very dependent if Quinn Snyder can corral this team together. I would put the Orlando Magic probably at the 4 spot because I do like the Desmond Bane acquisition. They just extended Paolo Banchero, so that's going to be pretty big for them. So then your top 3 teams in the East, I'm probably putting the Knicks at number no, I'm gonna put Cleveland at the 3 spot right now because I think everyone's kind of caught on that Cleveland some of the weaknesses that Cleveland does have. So we'll see if Kenny Atkinson can do it for another year, and let's see if Donovan Mitchell doesn't get frustrated being in Cleveland. I'm gonna put the Knicks at number 2, having a full training camp with Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not sure if the Mike Brown thing is going to do anyone any favors, but I think that the Knicks are still legit. They haven't really lost anyone of note, so there's that. And then finally, I do have the Bucks at number 1. I kind of like some of the things that they've done. To me, this is going to be very dependent, not so much on if Giannis wants to stay in Milwaukee, but if Doc can actually do it. I don't trust Doc Rivers as a coach, particularly lately, so I'm very curious to see how that pans out. So those are my top teams, or those are my how I would rank all the teams in the East. I'm looking forward to see what else other teams can pull out this year. I'll probably do a Western Conference one coming up soon. But that's going to do it for this episode of Sportsball. Be sure to like, rate, and subscribe to anything and everything SPDM Crew, wherever you get your podcast. Excuse me. Join us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Blue Sky at SPDM Crew. Check out our website at SPDM Crew. A shout out to HiFlyer Creative Studios for making our awesome logo. Greatly appreciate their support. And if you have any marketing, logo, or brand standard needs, contact them at HiFlyerCreative.com. Check out the other shows on our network. We've got a lot of great shows that really proud of the work that everybody does on the network. So just check out the other shows on our network. And then if you've got a podcast idea or you're interested in being part of the SPDM Crew as a guest or collaborating, email us at spdmcrew@gmail.com. Until next time, pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.